Sri Sai Satcharitra Chapter 36. The Wonderful Stories of Two Goa Gentlemen and Mrs. Aurangabadkar. This chapter relates the wonderful stories of two gentlemen from Goa and Mrs. Aurangabadkar of Sholapur. Two gentlemen. Once, two gentlemen came from Goa for taking darshan of Sai Baba and prostrated themselves before him. Though both came together, Baba asked only one of them to give him rupees 15 as dakshina, which was paid willingly. The other man voluntarily offered rupees 35, which was rejected by Baba to the astonishment of all. Shama, who was present, asked Baba, "What is this? Both came together. One's dakshina you accept, the others, though voluntarily paid, you refuse. Why this discrimination?" Baba replied, "Shama, you know nothing. I take nothing from anybody. The Masjid Mai calls for the debt. The donor pays it and becomes free. Have I any home, property, or family to look after? I require nothing. I am ever free. Debt, enmity, and murder have to be atoned for, as there is no escape from them." Baba then continued in his characteristic way as follows. At first, he was poor and took a vow to his God that he would pay his first month's salary if he got a job. He got one for 15 per month. Then he steadily got promotions. From rupees 15, he got 30, 60, 100, 200, and ultimately 700 rupees per month. But in his prosperity, he forgot completely the vow he took. The force of his karma has driven him here, and I asked that amount, rupees 15, from him as dakshina. Another story. While wandering by the seaside, I came to a huge mansion and sat in its veranda. The Brahmin owner gave me a good reception and fed me sumptuously. He showed me a neat and clean place near a cupboard for sleeping. I slept there. While I was sound asleep, the man removed a laterite slab and broke the wall, crept in, and scissored off all the money from my pocket. When I woke up, I found that rupees 30,000 were stolen. I was greatly distressed and sat weeping and moaning. The money was in currency notes, and I thought that the Brahmin had stolen it. I lost all interest in food and drink and sat for a fortnight in the veranda bemoaning my loss. After the fortnight was over, a passing fakir saw me crying and made enquiries regarding the cause of my sorrow. I told him everything. He said, "If you act according to my bidding, you will recover your money. Go to a fakir. I shall give his whereabouts. Surrender yourself to him. He will get your money back. In the meanwhile, give up your favorite food till you recover your money." I followed the fakir's advice and got my money. Then I went to the seashore where a steamer was standing, but I could not get into it as it was overcrowded. There, a good natured peon interceded for me and I got in luckily. That brought me to another shore from where I caught a train and came to Masjid Mai. The story finished, and Baba asked Shama to take the guests and arrange for their feeding. Then Shama took them home and fed them. At dinner, Shama said to the guests that Baba's story was rather mysterious, as he had never gone to the seaside, never had any money, that is 30,000 rupees, never travelled, never lost any money, and never recovered it, and inquired from them whether they understood it and caught its significance. The guests were deeply moved and were shedding tears. In a choked voice, they said that Baba was omniscient, infinite, the Supreme One, Parabrahma, without a second. The story he gave out is exactly our story. What he spoke has already taken place in our case. How he knew this is a wonder of wonders. We shall give all the details after the meals. Then, after the meals, while they were chewing betel leaves, the guests began to tell their stories. One of them said, "A hill station on the Ghats is my native place. I went to Goa to earn my living by securing a job. I took a vow to God Datta that if I got a job, I would offer him my first month's salary. By his grace, I got a job of rupees 15, and then I got promotions as described by Baba. I did forget all about my vow. Baba has just reminded me of it in this way and recovered 15 from me. It is not dakshina, as one may think it to be, but a repayment of an old debt and fulfillment of a long forgotten vow." Moral. In fact, Baba never begged for any money nor allowed his bhaktas to beg. He regarded money as a danger or bar to spiritual progress and did not allow his bhaktas to fall into its clutches. Bhagat Mahalsapati is an instance on this point. He was very poor and could hardly make both ends meet. Baba never allowed him to make any money, nor gave him anything from the Dakshina collection. Once, a kind and liberal merchant named Hansraj gave a large amount of money to Mahalsapati in Baba's presence, but Baba did not permit him to accept it. Then the second guest began his tale. My Brahmin cook was serving me faithfully for 35 years. Unfortunately, he fell into bad ways. His mind changed and he robbed me of my treasure by removing a laterite slab from my wall where my cupboard is fixed. He came in while we were all deep asleep and carried away all my accumulated wealth, rupees 30,000 in currency notes. I know not how Baba mentioned the exact amount. I sat crying day and night. My enquiries came to nothing. I spent a fortnight in great anxiety. As I sat on the veranda, sad and dejected, a passing fakir saw my condition and inquired of its cause, and I told him all about it. He told me that an Avaliya by name Sai lives in Shirdi, Kopargaon Taluka. Make a vow to him and give up any food that you like best, and say to him mentally that I have given up eating that food till I take your darshan. Then I took the vow and gave up eating rice and said, Baba, I will eat it after recovering my property and after taking your darshan. 15 days passed after this. The Brahmin, of his own accord, came to me, returned my money, and apologized, saying, I went mad and acted thus. I now place my head on your feet. Please forgive me. Thus everything ended well. The fakir that met me and helped me was not seen again. An intense desire to see Sai Baba, whom the fakir pointed out to me, arose in my mind. I thought that the fakir who came all the way to my house was none other than Sai Baba. Would he, who saw me and helped me to get my lost money, ever covet rupees 35? On the contrary, without expecting anything from us, he always leads us on the path to spiritual progress. I was overjoyed when I recovered my stolen property, and being ignorant, I forgot all about my vow. Then, when I was at Kolaba one night, I saw Sai Baba in my dream. This reminded me of my promised visit to Shirdi. I went to Goa and from there wanted to start for Shirdi by taking a steamer to Mumbai en route. But when I came to the harbour, I found that the steamer was crowded and there was no place. The captain did not allow me, but on the intercession of a peon who was a stranger to me, I was allowed to get into the steamer which brought me to Mumbai. From there, I came by train. Surely, I think that Baba is all pervading and all knowing. What are we and where is our home? How fortunate are we that Baba got our money back and drew us here to himself. Shirdi folks must be infinitely superior and more fortunate than we, for Baba has played, laughed, talked, and lived with you for so many years. I think that your store of good merits must be infinite. Sai is our Datta, Lord Dattatreya. He gave me a seat in the steamer and brought me here, and thus gave proof of his omniscience and omnipotence. Mrs. Aurangabadkar, a lady from Sholapur, the wife of Sakharam Aurangabadkar, had no issue during the long period of 27 years. She had made a number of vows to gods and goddesses for an issue, but was not successful. She then became almost hopeless. To make a last attempt in this matter, she came to Shirdi with her stepson Vishwanath and stayed there for 2 months, serving Baba. Whenever she went to the masjid, she found Baba surrounded by devotees. She wanted to see Baba alone, fall at his feet, and open her heart and pray for an issue, but she did not get any suitable opportunity. Ultimately, she requested Shama to intercede with Baba for her when he was alone. Shama said to her that Baba's darbar was open, still he would try for her and that the Lord might bless her. He asked her to sit ready with a coconut and joss sticks in the open courtyard at the time of Baba's meals, and that when he beckoned to her, she should come up. One day, after dinner, when Shama was wiping Baba's wet hands with a towel, the latter pinched Shama's cheek. Shama, feigning anger, said, Deva, is it proper for you to pinch me like this? We don't want such a mischievous God who pinches us thus. Are we your dependents? Is this the fruit of our intimacy? Baba replied, O Shama, during the 72 generations that you were with me, I never pinched you till now, and now you resent my touching you? Shama replied, I want a God who will always love us and give us new dishes to eat. We do not want any reward from you or heaven. Let our faith unto your feet be ever awake, Baba. Yes, I have indeed come for that. I have been feeding and nursing you, and have got love and affection for you. Then Baba went up and took his seat. Shama beckoned to the lady. She came up, bowed down, and presented the coconut and joysticks. Baba shook the coconut, which was dry. The kernel within rolled and made a noise. Baba said, Shama, this is rolling. See what it says. Shama said, the woman prays that a child should similarly roll in her womb. So please give her the coconut with your blessing. Baba, will the coconut give her any issue? How foolish people are to fancy such things. Shama said, I know the power of your words and blessings, Baba. Your word will give her series of children. You are wrangling and not giving real blessing. The parleys went on for a while. Baba repeatedly ordered to break the coconut, and Shama pleaded for the gift of the entire fruit to the lady. Finally, Baba yielded and said she will have an issue. When? Asked Shama. In 12 months was the reply. At this, the coconut was broken into two parts. One was eaten by the two, the other was given to the lady. Then Shama turned up to the lady and said, Dear lady, you are a witness to my words. If within 12 months you do not get any issue, I will break a coconut against this Deva's head and drive him out of this masjid. If I fail in this, I will not call myself Madhav. You will soon realize what I say. She delivered a son in years' time, and the son was brought to Baba in his 5th month. The couple, both husband and wife, prostrated themselves before Baba, and the grateful father, Mr. Aurangabadkar, paid a sum of rupees 500, which was spent in constructing a shed for Baba's horse, Shyam Karna. Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka, Rajadiraja Yogiraja Parabrahma, Srimad Sachidananda Samartha Sadguru, Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. End of chapter 36. Bow to Sri Sai. Peace be to all.
For our readers, no matter where you are, we have made it easy to listen to and learn the 53 chapters of Sai Satcharitra in a simple and understanding manner through the Sanatana Nidhi application. Download the Sanatana Nidhi app and learn about the life of Sai Baba. Additionally, participate in our special quiz program and stand a chance to be winners. After each chapter, take part in the quiz to test your knowledge and win prizes. Join this spiritual journey with your family. Download the Sanatana Nidhi app now, available on Google Play Store and Apple App Store. For more details, visit our website.